Hey everybody and welcome to Pals Chat. I'm your host Gina Parker. I'm here with my co-host Ashley Jones.
Hey yo.
Ashley, what have you been into?
Well, very exciting. I just started the current season of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh wow.
I am fully caught up. Well, no, 10 episodes. I'm at least starting the current season that is on, so that was very exciting. So I had to switch my streaming apps.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
In real life news, McSteamy just died in real life.
I heard. What
Hmm.
is going on with 2026?
I know. It's weird that a
People are
show
dropping
like
like flies.
in a show where he was like the hotness, the embodiment of everything, and he
Oh
ended up,
yeah.
dying while the show was
Yeah.
still on the air.
But like his character was dead,
Yes.
right? So like
I'm sure all they'll do is like put an in memoriam at the end of one of the
sure,
episodes.
sure.
I feel like the last time we talked about Grey's Anatomy was weeks ago.
Yeah.
I remember you were mad at Amelia for saying she wanted kids and then not wanting kids. And I couldn't tell you at the time, like, that's a sign of her brain tumor that they showed later.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Mhm.
Um, and she's like an odd one. I was really rooting for her and Link,
Uh-huh.
because they're so like polar opposites.
But I felt like
Uh,
it worked. It worked for a bit.
but it worked for a minute. But I also see it as like, oh, but Joe is always going to be like the way too close a friend that kind of gets in the way.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so good.
Yeah, I was really liking Amelia and Link, and then I was liking Amelia and Monica, but then that never happened because hospital explosion. Spoiler. But
Yeah, spoiler.
yeah,
What about you?
I went to see a concert, Smokey Robinson and Tower of Power. It was a great concert, and then someone was coughing in the row behind me, and I kept trying to cover my face, and then people would give me side eye every time I tried to cover my face when someone coughed, like you're being so rude. But anyway, they shamed me, and now I'm deeply sick. And so I feel like next time I'm just gonna just cover my face when someone's coughing next to me. I don't want to get
Mm-hmm.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
Ross and Natalie continue their affair. They are having sex in the house that Ross's wife Ellen lives in while Ellen is home. They're fooling around. It's very bad news. And Ross is taking all his guilt inside. And, I've been saying for a few years of the show, like we're tracking Rage Monster Ross. He is taking all of his guilt and anger and pointing it towards his wife and just lashing out at her for every little thing. And it sucks. He sucks right now.
He sucks.
Mark is on trial for a murder he committed in self-defense, which Matt witnessed and did not come forward on it. And Mark's lawyer comes to him and says, you've had a record for drug charges in the past and stuff, so we think you are not going to get off for this murder. You're going to go away for a good long time because the witness hasn't come forward. Mark goes on the run, and Erica is forced to identify a body in the morgue that she thinks is Mark. And it turns out not to be, but the guilt finally gets to Matt, and he comes forward and admits he is the witness. He's known the whole time that Mark is innocent, that he committed a murder in self defense. And Erica correctly screams at Matt for letting Jeremy go to prison and for letting Mark go to prison. Well, Mark wasn't sentenced or anything, but, letting Mark hang on the vine for so long. And now he's on the run and maybe dying because Matt was trying to score points with Erica by not turning her brother in for murder that he knew had a self-defense plea for. Like, Matt sucks. And I'm so glad Erica called him out, like, let multiple lives be destroyed in an attempt to get in my pants. and that sucks.
There is no excuse for what you did. Absolutely none.
Erica.
It is unforgivable, Matt. You put us all through the ringer all that time, and all you had to do was come forward.
I couldn't.
You could. You just didn't want to. You wanted us all to suffer.
Look, would you listen to me?
You are a vicious and cruel man. You held our lives in the palm of your hand, and you did nothing.
All right. I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yes, I didn't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? You practically destroyed me. I was in agony over Jeremy. I was in agony over my brother Mark, and all the time you knew it.
Erica, I never would have let Jeremy take the rap. You gotta believe me. All I wanted was him to be out of the way for a while.
Out of the way?
So I could be near you.
Oh, this is sick.
I love you, Erica.
You love me. You don't even know what love is. Love is caring and giving and protecting. It is unselfish. Oh, heaven help the next creature you love.
Go, Erica.
Matt kisses Robin because Robin is going through a hard time. She goes wild because she learns her ex-fiance Greg came to town and left without seeing her. And to be fair, he's in a new relationship now, so I mean, would you make time to go see an ex if you're only
No,
for like a day? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
no.
But I think she feels alone in the world. And
Mm.
it's the last straw. Like Tad was her only friend, he moved. And so she just kind of spirals out, sleeping around, partying, all that fun stuff. And so friends and family are worried about her.
And Matt thinks, I know what'll help. I'm gonna stick my tongue down your throat.
He sucks. I don't know how many times I need to say it before people believe me. Also, Jeremy chokes him when he finds out that Matt let him nearly get beat to death in jail because, for those of you who might remember, he came to town as Jeremy's friend. And he was staying
Mm.
with Jeremy and Erica, and he let Jeremy go to prison so that he could try and sleep with Erica. And he let Jeremy nearly get beat to death in prison for a crime he didn't commit. And Jeremy's pissed. And so even though he's been a pacifist this whole time, he just like starts strangling him with a wire and only backs off Matt because he thinks his death will not be worth it.
You're not worth it.
He's lost his way.
Well, because he also doesn't want to go to prison for realsies.
Yeah, the return of Les Baxter. So, for those of you who don't remember, Angie is the daughter of a well to do family. Les, her father, which I think is short for Lester, did not want her with Jesse. He put her child up for adoption illegally. She and Jesse were forced to kidnap their baby back. Les was disbarred. Pat divorced him. He left town in disgrace. And now all of a sudden he's back and he's looking to reconnect. And so Angie wants to open her heart to her father. But it's complicated because of.
Mm.
Do you think you could forgive that?
Pretty low.
That's a no.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I could forgive a lot of things, but no, not a child.
Yeah, I think that's fair. If you put the kid in danger, that's a different thing.
Yeah, because it's also his grandkid, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
where's the sense of loyalty to your grandchild?
Uh-huh. Erica has been trying to meet this billionaire named Travis Montgomery because she wants him to fund her new fashion line, and he cancels an appointment with her so that he can do an interview with Brooke. But they do an interview at a restaurant, and I mean, I guess it's commonplace to have an interview at a restaurant. I kind of think there's a lot of noise there, but I don't know. I guess if your recording device is good enough, it's fine. But then Erica sees him there with Brooke, and they get into a little cat fight over him in front of him.
Are they ever like actually friends? Or is this just they're forever like feuding?
I mean, it goes back and forth. Like I said, Erica, before she knew Mark was her brother, dated Mark, and then they found out they were siblings before anything physical happened between them. And then he dated Brooke, and then Erica was married to Tom, and then she walked out on him, and then Brooke got with Tom, and then Erica came back and stole Tom back, and then after she cheated on Tom, Brooke married Tom, and now Brooke is dating Jeff, who is Erica's first husband. And Brooke is now the head of Tempo, which is Erica's former job before she had to sell everything to, go on the run with Jeremy, which ended up being stolen by Matt. So there's a lot between them.
Yeah.
I do think there was some moments like when Erica was on the run for that murder she didn't commit and she was pretending to be the maid. Brooke was one of the few people who actually believed Erica was innocent and
Mm,
did interviews with her from prison about her unsafe conditions in prison. And so they
mm.
had a little truce at that point when Erica was released, like, hey, you got me out safe. Thanks for that. But their moments of
That
peace
was
don't
kind of it.
don't last all too long, you know.
Right.
There's always something between them, usually a man. Yvonne was newly back in town. She is someone Jesse cheated on Angie with years before. It was tons of drama, but she's like, I need help. I'm pregnant and I'm in trouble. Jesse's trying to be a good friend to her, but Jesse and Angie are kind of calling her out, like, you're being super shady. You won't tell us what's going on with you. This guy named Otis keeps threatening Yvonne. And Yvonne finally confesses to Jesse that she'd agreed to sell her baby on the black market in exchange for a ton of money. But then she ended up loving the baby, and now they're coming for it no matter what. And she's terrified. And she gives birth to a baby named Derek during this time. But for right now, Jesse's the only one who knows about her involvement in the baby stealing ring.
Mm.
Erica's ex-husband, Jeff, he is the new chief of surgery for the hospital, but he's butting heads with everybody. A lot of his ideas are good, like medical innovation and doing more research projects and such, but he gets into it with kind of everybody. He yells at his stepmom, who's a nurse, in front of a patient for like, how could you do something so incompetent type thing, and that doesn't go over great.
Yeah, that just tends to. You don't want medical personnel yelling at each other. You're like, am I okay?
I know.
Everyone's yelling.
I know, in
Uh,
front of you. Who wants it in front of them like that? Phoebe has been feeling like an empty nester. Brooke's working full time, Hillary's working full time, Langley doesn't want to move back in yet, and so she's trying to find time to something to fill her days. And she decides to take in a friend's daughter named Cecily. And so she decides to take in Cecily. Charlie gets a letter saying he got into Stanford, and that's exciting for him.
oh, I have to ask, is the letter legitimate?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's such a short storyline. He got into Stanford. Like, cool. It's awesome for him.
Well, yeah, the storyline is kind of he has a girlfriend in town, so what's he gonna
Ah,
do?
ah.
But right now, he got into Stanford, and that's nice. Nice to get into the college of your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ross, knowing that you're gonna pick the other obvious one, being the loser, because he's taking his own guilt for his own misgivings and lashing out at his wife, cheating on her in their home while she's home, which is like the ultimate like
Hmm.
betrayal. And I gotta say, winner's Charlie. We're getting
Yeah.
into Stanford.
I'll give winner to Phoebe because, she identified a problem for herself and solved it. I don't think it'll
Yes.
work out as she expected, of course, being a soap opera,
Sure.
but she's like, I need a project. Here's one. I'm taking it on. Good for you.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna split my loser in two because Matt sucks. I think I've given enough speeches about it, but also Otis terrorizing a pregnant woman to give you her baby in hopes that it doesn't like stress isn't good for pregnant women. Like you should.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's pretty bad too.
I mean, also stealing her baby isn't good. I'm just saying, like
Yeah. No, it's all bad.
you're going
Yeah.
about both things the wrong way.
The
Like
wrong way. Yeah.
you're doing something terrible and you're doing it badly. Like
Right, exactly.
so those are my losers. Please like, subscribe, comment,
Buy our merch.
support us on Patreon. That's it for this week. Well,
Well,
bye.
bye.
Thank you for listening. Our theme song is Wouldn't It Be Nice by Sound Mirage featuring Lady Rand. Please rate and review, download, subscribe, all the things. And you can email us at amcrewatch@gmail.com. Thanks. Talk to you next week. When I start to